Hi, my name is Tom Salih. This first episode of the CPM video series is designed to show you different ways to circulate and support the study teams in your classroom. Each of these ideas comes from a successful CPM teacher and works for them. Your goal should be to find one or two ideas which work for you. To help you, the video will first be played in its entirety, then each vignette will be played and discussed separately. We hope this series will be both enjoyable and helpful to you in becoming a more successful CPM teacher. Good luck.
Oh no, we're starting here. Start. Let's see, class, let's see. Could I have everyone's eyes up here, pencil down? Have your eyes looking up here, your pencil down. I noticed we're just starting to graph on our own the bebop or shoe store problem, just like we did up on the board. But I noticed a lot of you have your papers straight up and down. What you wanted is landscape view. That's sideways. If you don't do it landscape view, you're not going to fit your graph on. Okay? So everyone make sure they do that. Hey team, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I know you're actually on VR96 now, which is great, but could one of you explain to me how you got VR94 Part A?
Sure, Mr. Anyway, the parentheses are squared, so we just squared each term, and the answer is 144x squared plus 4.
And do all of you agree on that?
Yeah.
Let's see, Mr. Greiner, why don't you actually read me the problem so I know exactly what you were supposed to do?
All right. It says use generic rectangles to multiply, but we didn't use them because we thought it was real obvious.
Well, what I'd like you to do is try, if you could go back and actually do the generic rectangle method for that problem. And I'm going to circulate around the class again. When I come back to this team, I'm going to check and see what you got, okay? Okay, so did everyone go back and use the generic rectangle method for 94A?
Yeah.
And did we get the same answer?
No.
Okay, so what have we forgotten to do the first time? Hey team, I know you're working on BR85, just finishing there. It's looking really good. This is where we're multiplying two polynomials together. What I want to do is I want to actually check to see if you really understand what's going on. I want to give you an extra deathly hard problem. If you can actually solve it or not. Just want to check here. Here, write this down for me. It's the quantity 3x minus 1 times the quantity x plus 4. Take a moment. I want you to try to solve that. Use whatever method you want. Great. And Ms. Herman, what answer did you get?
3x squared plus 11x minus 4.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, you know what's really neat? I noticed everyone did it a different way. Ms. Herman looked like you actually did it in your head. That's fabulous. Ms. Easley did it with the, manipulatives. That's totally great. Mr. St. Amant, I noticed over there you have generic rectangles. Good. And, Ms. Arias, FOIL method. It looks like this team's looking great. Good team. This is looking really good. Very nice. Yeah, Mr. Santamon, what question did Mr. Scott have?
For EF66, do we need graph paper?
What does everyone think?
Probably.
I think that answered the question. Good job.
So 16 divided by 8 equals.
Good, team 2. Any questions so far? Working okay?
Thanks.
Hey, did you see that new movie with Jennifer Lopez?
No, was it good?
Yeah, I really liked it.
No, my brother wants to see it. Oh, do you think that distributor property would work best for the situation?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, team, how are we working together so far as a team?
Fine, Mr. Inouye. We're working together great.
Oh, well, I noticed you two are actually at the very beginning of the first problem, BR79. Like always, I'm just going to continue circulating. I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll see how far you've gotten, okay? There are 3 rules for circulating in your classroom in a successful way. Visit every study team on each circuit of the classroom. Stick to the route you have chosen. And vary your routes so you go by every student. We first demonstrate 3 different routes which could be used in a classroom which is relatively narrow. Of course, there are many more. You will notice that the instructor goes by each of the study teams on each of the routes. This is very important. It is easy to skip the people in the corners, or the quiet ones, or the surly ones. Don't let this happen. It is unfair to these students. You notice that the instructor went by each team in the previous route, but not each student. So this time he changes his route so that he can go by some of the study teams on another side. When you take a new route through your class, this not only allows you to pass by different students, but simply having the different perspective of the team is often helpful. As you watch the instructor go through the classroom again, think of other routes which he might have taken so that he could go by all of the groups. The same principles apply in classrooms when study teams are organized in other ways. Here is a layout of study teams in the more traditional square classroom. Again, you will notice that the instructor goes by every study team on this and every other route. As you notice how the instructor goes by new students on this route, remember the second principle of successful circulating. Stick to the route which you have planned in your head when you start out. Often you will be tempted to hurry over to a team which has their hands raised. Teach students what to do when they get stuck on a problem and keep on your planned course. This deliberate delay on your part is one more way to get students to take control of their own learning. As you watch the instructor go through his classroom a final time, think about your own classroom. Most teachers wind up with a number of favorite routes which will vary depending on daily circumstances. But successful teachers tend to employ the rules we gave. In the next vignettes, we will show you ways of dealing with the inevitable demands when you are on one side of the classroom and there are issues on the other. Again, remember to follow the 3 rules for circulating in your classroom and you'll be fine. They are: visit every study team on each circuit of the classroom, stick to the route you have chosen, and vary your routes so you go by every student.
Hey, did you go to the game Friday night?
Yeah, the cheerleaders were so funny.
Especially right at the end. That was pretty cool.
Hey, team 2, lunch detention. Cut that out.
Dude, you guys, we have to get back to work. Now that we probably have lunch detention tomorrow. Don't want to get another one.
Man, I give up. We should all ask.
Yeah.
Oh, team, hold on. Probably about 3 or 4 minutes. I'm just going to circulate through the classroom.
Mr. Inoue will be with us soon, so is there any more we can do before he gets here?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, then we should all go to the next problem. We'll come back to this one when he gets here.
Alrighty.